Emily Parker lived in Chicago, a city where the noise of traffic and the rhythm of footsteps filled the streets from morning to night. She had grown used to the city's heartbeat, but her own heart often felt out of sync. 2 years earlier, someone had walked out of her life, leaving behind unanswered questions, memories that refused to fade, and a silence she never expected. His name was Daniel Thompson. Daniel had been more than just a friend. He was someone who carried a piece of her story. They grew up in the same neighborhood, walked to school together, and even spent summers helping each other's families. Emily had always admired the way Daniel could light up a room with his calm energy. He wasn't loud or flashy, but he had a quiet strength that people gravitated toward. When Daniel left Chicago to pursue opportunities in Los Angeles, Emily supported him even though her heart sank. He promised to keep in touch, but weeks turned into months, and messages became rare. Eventually, there was only silence. Emily told herself he was busy building his life, but deep down, she wondered if she had been easy to forget. Life moved forward. Emily worked as a freelance graphic designer, often sketching in the coffee shops along Michigan Avenue. She built her career one client at a time, finding comfort in colors and designs when her personal life felt gray. Her closest friends encouraged her to start dating again, but Emily wasn't ready. She didn't want to pretend her heart was open when it was still holding on to the memory of someone who had left. One chilly autumn afternoon, Emily sat by the large windows of a cafe near Millennium Park. She had her sketchbook open, the smell of coffee swirling around her. Outside, leaves in shades of orange and gold danced along the sidewalks. She was lost in thought when the sound of the cafe door opening caught her attention. She glanced up and froze. Daniel was standing there. For a moment, Emily thought her mind was playing tricks on her. He looked slightly different, his hair a little longer, his jawline sharper, but his presence was unmistakable. He scanned the cafe as if searching for someone, and when his eyes landed on her, time seemed to collapse. Emily's heart raced. A flood of emotions hit her: surprise, confusion, anger, and something softer she didn't want to name. Daniel walked toward her, each step bringing him closer until he stood right at her table. "Emily," he said, his voice low but steady. She blinked, unsure whether to smile or frown. "Daniel. I didn't expect to see you here." He gave a half smile. "I wasn't sure if I should come, but I had to." For the next hour, they sat together, trying to bridge the gap that time and distance had created. Daniel explained that life in Los Angeles had been overwhelming. New jobs, unstable opportunities, and moments when he felt completely lost. He admitted that he hadn't been fair to her by cutting off communication. "I thought if I couldn't offer anything steady, it was better to stay away," he confessed. Emily listened, torn between empathy and hurt. "Do you know what it felt like when you disappeared? You were my best friend, Daniel. You didn't just leave the city. You left me." Silence settled between them. The clinking of cups and quiet chatter around the cafe filled the space where their words had run out. Then Daniel said something Emily didn't expect. "I came back because I want to make things right. I don't know if I deserve another chance, but I don't want to keep running from the people who matter to me. You've always mattered to me." Emily felt her chest tighten. She had imagined this moment countless times, but reality was heavier than her imagination. She saw sincerity in his eyes, but trust wasn't something she could hand back instantly. Over the next few weeks, Daniel gently made his way back into her life. He would meet her for walks along Navy Pier, bring coffee to her office, and ask about her projects with genuine interest. He didn't rush her, and that patience began to rebuild a fragile bridge between them. Emily, meanwhile, struggled with her emotions. Part of her wanted to protect herself from being hurt again, while another part wanted to believe that people could change. She journaled late at night, scribbling out her fears and hopes, trying to find clarity in the chaos of her feelings. One evening, they visited the Art Institute of Chicago. Standing before a painting of two figures holding hands, Daniel whispered, "That reminds me of us. Separate for a while, but somehow finding our way back." Emily's throat tightened, and she couldn't hold back her tears. For the first time in years, she let herself admit aloud, "I never stopped missing you." Daniel reached for her hand, not forcefully, but gently, leaving the choice up to her. Emily hesitated only for a moment before placing her hand in his. It wasn't a promise of forever, but it was a step toward healing. By winter, Emily realized that Daniel's return had given her something she didn't know she needed: closure. Whether their story would end in friendship or something deeper. She knew this time she wouldn't be left with silence. Daniel had come back, not with grand gestures, but with honesty, and that was enough for her to start believing in second chances.